So hello my family, hello my clan, welcome back to Men's Corner. This is the podcast where we explore the challenges and victories of health, relationships, and thriving in every part of life. So I'm your host Joel as usual, and your trusted friend and voice of reason. So today we are going to dive into a topic that is at the heart of every meaningful connection, meaningful relationship. That is effective communication in relationships. So let's face it. Let's face the reality. Eyeballs rolling. So communication can make or break a relationship. That is very true. So whether you are navigating marriage, dating, or even friendships, the way you communicate sets the tone for trust, respect, and growth. So in this episode, we are going to unpack the keys to mastering communication, avoiding pitfalls, and sharing practical tips to deepen your bond with your partner. So let's start off. So why does communication matter? So communication is the lifeline of any relationship. It's the lifeline of any relationship. It's the breath to any relationship. So without it, misunderstandings, resentment, and distance can creep in. So when you break down communication, it is so important that number one, we build trust. Building trust in relationship, open communication will create a safe space for honesty. So we build trust. Trust and honesty go together. Number two is we are trying to resolve conflicts. Conflict resolution, number two. So it helps address issues before they escalate, misunderstandings. So conflict resolution, that is the beauty of communication. Why communication is very important. Number three is that it strengthens intimacy. So it is from communicating where sharing your thoughts and feelings deepen emotional and physical connection. As earlier episodes and episodes we tackled intimacy, emotional intimacy, and how the relationship between sexual intercourse. So number four, it will foster growth. Communication fosters growth. So healthy communication encourages mutual understanding and personal development. So when communication flows smoothly, it's like oil for the engine of your relationship, keeping things running smoothly even during tough times. So there are those common pitfalls, those common issues, problems that arise. So before you know how to communicate effectively, talking about what not to do is very important. So here are some of the communication pitfalls, the don'ts. So the pitfall number one is assuming your partner knows your needs. Nobody's an angel. You need to express your needs plainly, in a plain language, openly. So they are not mind readers. Partners are not mind readers. Speak up. Speak your issues up. Number two, interrupting or talking over them. When they are talking, when they communicate, you are interrupting. Stop. So sweeping issues under the rug only makes them bigger and humongous, and the elephant in the house, and things escalate. So using you statements. That's number four. Using you. You are the problem. You are the one who brought this. You left the cup on the table. You didn't sweep under the rug. You. Stop there. So saying you never, or you always put your partner on the defensive. Number five is disrespecting boundaries. Everyone processes emotions differently. Respect their space. So don't worry. We'll work on turning these habits around. The ones they're assuming your partner, interrupting, or talking over them, avoiding difficult conversations. So those are things we're going to try to talk about. Now, there are pillars of effective communication. Pillars of effective communication. So these pillars, number one, we have got active listening. So this is how you can sort out this issue. Active listening. Focus on what your partner is saying without interrupting. Just listen. Show you are engaged with nods. Alright? No affirmations or paraphrasing what they've said. Just repeat whatever they've said, and it will also reflect on them that, was it wrong or right? So that's a game. So number two, speak honestly but kindly. Speak honestly but kindly. Use I statements to express feelings. I feel upset when you are so down. I feel upset when you're so angry. I feel upset when this happens, right? So avoid blame and focus on solutions. Always give solutions. Never blame your partner. Never blame your colleague. Never blame your wife, girlfriend, or any other person. Number three, practice empathy. I know all of you know what empathy is. So put yourself in your partner's shoes. Ask yourself, how would I feel in this situation? Maybe you've taken a loan somewhere and then things are working negative in the house, no money. You need to buy a new clothes. It's Christmas and you can't afford it. So practice empathy. Put yourself in the shoes of your partner. So stay calm during conflicts. Stay calm during conflicts. Stay calm during conflicts. Take a deep breath or pause if emotions run high. It's better to come back to the conversation when both parties are calm. Stay calm during conflicts. So be consistent. Regular open dialogue is better than sporadic heart to hearts. So practical communication techniques. Let's talk about tools you can use to improve communication with your partner. It is easy to implement. These tools are easy to implement. Number one, the feelings first method. The feelings first method. You can take notes. Feelings first method. Start conversation with how you feel instead of what went wrong. Example is, I feel neglected when we don't spend time together. Instead, you never make time for me. You don't play. Okay. Number two, the 5-minute rule. The 5-minute rule. Set a timer for 5 minutes for each person to speak without interruptions. It helps both sides feel heard. The 5-minute rule. Number three is use the soft startup approach. Begin with positive intentions like, I appreciate you all do. I appreciate all you do, right? I'd like to discuss something that's been on my mind. Soft startup. I appreciate what you all do. Right? Schedule weekly check-ins. Dedicate time each week to talk about your feelings, goals, and any concerns. So non-verbal communication. Don't underestimate body language, eye contact, and touch. Sometimes a hug says more than words. So for example, in real life, this is just a typical example. A story from one of my friends. Let's give her name Linda. So Linda is struggling with communication in her marriage. Linda felt that her husband, JMO, wasn't attentive. She'd drop hints, but nothing changed. After listening to this podcast, Linda decided to address the issue directly. She used the feelings first method. Instead of saying, you don't care about me, she said, I feel lonely when you don't spend time together. James listened and they scheduled weekly dating nights to reconnect. So now they are happier than ever today as we speak, and their bond is stronger because they prioritized communication. Now this is what I want you to do as my clan. If you are listening to this podcast, it's time to put this also into practice if you are feeling the same, if you are having a challenge. So this is the plan, improving communication in your relationship. Number one, identify one area where communication could be better. Use an I statement to share your feelings with your partner. Listen actively when they respond without interrupting or judging. schedule a weekly check-in to keep the dialogue going. Remember, communication isn't one-time fix. It's an ongoing process. So that's it for today in our men's corner. Remember, relationships thrive on good communication. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up, listening and growing together. If you find today's episode helpful, share it with your friend or partner. Let's spread the love and help more people build stronger, happier relationships. Next episode, we'll dive into overcoming financial stress as a couple, a must listen for everyone looking to build a solid financial foundation with their partner. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Leave a comment, connect with me on social media handle, and remember, the strength of your relationship lies in the conversations you have. Adios. Stay strong, stay connected, and stay winning.